See, this what happen when you be quiet. You know what I'm saying? I was quiet. I just dipped out of it, said a little something, was out. Now, I'm always showing people, time and time again, like the real. When my son was speaking, I let y'all hear my son. I didn't put the words in his mouth. I let y'all hear my son on my channel, his Instagram. Y'all heard him directly speak. Nothing from me, his words exclusively. Right? Then when Troy Ave did the Breakfast Club and your man's went there, I didn't even know he was back yet. Cause he was gone, whatever, on vacay or whatever. I didn't even know dude was back. Y'all was like, no, he was there. He opted not to do it because he didn't want Troy. No, he when he was gone, he knew. That's when he gave Troy Ave Donkey of the Day because he knew Troy wasn't gonna be back on the Breakfast Club. He knew he could do that. I can just go and give him Donkey of the Day, and I ain't got to deal with him no more. He ain't gonna be back on the Breakfast Club. See, what you guys don't realize, because the reason why I'm doing this dude sat up with his shoes off on his podcast show, the Brilliant Idiots, and started talking like he was Don Corleone or somebody, and he's Mr. Morals. You know, somebody died, man. Somebody died. Dog, you have perpetuated many situations, and in a situation, somebody had ended up dying. And I'm not going to go back to make people go back to go look up for stuff like that. We'll just leave that where it is. You know you've done it before. But this time you said you've learned your lesson and you won't do that anymore when you put Troy Ave on there. And you neglected to tell the people why. You just keep saying somebody died. Okay. And I think people keep forgetting that somebody died. That's not the case. I agree with the fact that Troy shouldn't have been up there telling the same story. But your producers and whoever, Envy and all, they decided to bring him up there to do that. Now, if you brought him up there to talk about promote some music, then cool. But they brought him back up in there to basically rehash the same thing with the same case all over again. Why? Because it was high rated on your show. You did like 2 million views. And what happened after that interview with Troy Ave? You see, when what's his name got arrested, Tax. Who was the guy that said he had his bail? Charlamagne. Oh, anything he need, I got him. So that's your man's. Whenever you finna talk about bailing somebody out, that's your man's. But then you throw him under the bus and you deserted your man's. He stopped supporting Tax the way he was beforehand. Why did that happen? I'm gonna tell you why. Right after he did that show and it aired and people heard that interview, my son, Banger's brother, and his peoples, they pressed Charlamagne and they scared the life out that boy. Listen, I already know about it, homie, so you can quit lying and stop talking about it's about somebody died. It ain't got nothing to do with that. They pressed you because they said, hey, you keep perpetuating that, you're going to put yourself in that situation too. That's what happened. So tell people the truth and stop lying. They pressed you, and you knew they were meant business. They like, look, man, we out here trying to save people's lives, and we taking people on a whole new ramp. And I lost my brother behind some nonsense. And then this clown, you got him up there, you know what I'm saying, promoting his garbage, and you perpetuating this. You basically in the middle of it too. So you rolling with tax? You talking about free tax? Huh? Free tax, really? And he murdered my brother? And you talking about free him? Free a murderer? So when they pressed you like that, that's when you fell back. Because you realize, oh man, I picked the side. Then you try to act like you didn't know what you was doing. So the reason why you ain't let Tax Stone do the Breakfast Club calling from jail is because you knew you've already been warned. So tell the public the truth, Charlamagne, because the streets know. The streets know, and it wouldn't have came back to me. I know what they did. Did you think it was a mysterious? You think it was a mystery? The very next week after Troy Ave was up there, my song was on the Breakfast Club. Really? My song is on the Breakfast Club? Really? That's weird. What album do he got coming out to make the Breakfast Club? He did a freestyle on Hot 97. That's enough to get on the Breakfast Club? Wow. There's people with albums coming out right now. They can't get on the Breakfast Club. Why was my son on the Breakfast Club? The very next week after tax. I mean, after Troy Ave. Huh? Man, I'm trying to tell y'all people, man, y'all better wake up, man. Y'all follow a bunch of clowns. Y'all follow a bunch of clowns. And y'all gonna realize it sooner or later what's going on. Tell Charlamagne to stop lying. Tell the world he got pressed. He got pressed and like the cleaners, and he folded like the cleaners. Press and fold, press and fold. So it's your boy Carcino. I'm out.